Revelation 2423. From the 27th of July 1942. God's love and mercy. Divine love and mercy is meant for all creatures on earth and in the beyond. It is an incessant working of love in the spiritual kingdom which only has the redemption of the spiritual as its goal. And full of mercy, God inclines towards every single soul which is still unredeemed. For it is in spiritual adversity as long as it is not yet aware of its faults and shortcomings and therefore does not try to remedy them. Then His mercy seeks to guide this soul into recognition in order to be able to grant it the happiness of spiritual freedom. People cannot comprehend the heartfelt love with which He embraces His living creations, since they are too incapable of love themselves and therefore simply cannot grasp the degree of divine love. Only the human being who is capable of love begins to understand the mystery of divine love when he himself lets his love become active. For now he also feels the bliss which active love triggers. And this happy feeling lets him sense the divine strength of love by which he himself as well as every creature on earth and in the universe is seized. And as soon as he feels seized by divine love, he gives himself to it without resistance. Love and mercy, however, belong together. God's love belongs to every being that makes itself worthy of His radiance of love through loving activity. God's mercy, however, also exists where the eternal deity is not respected, for He does not let these beings fall but constantly courts their love. He also turns to those who are outside of divine love. He tries to draw them into it, He pushes them towards the life of love, so to speak, by sending His spiritual co-workers to them time and again and thus stimulating them to think about themselves. He also informs those of the divine word who still turn away from God. Thus He tries to motivate them into loving activity so that the concept of love slowly dawns on them and they now practice it of their own accord and also become able and worthy to receive the divine emanation of love. For the more the human being is active in love, the more mature he will be and the more noticeably he will also feel divine love if he himself carries out a work of neighborly love. For God's love and mercy gives the human being a sign so as not to leave him in spiritual hardship, for He longs for His creatures and especially for those who are still far away from Him. He does not leave them to their self-chosen fate because He knows that the lack of knowledge makes people act as they do in their lack of love. And therefore He wants to come to their aid, for His love endures forever. Amen.